Get more clients by creating a digital asset. In today's session, I'm going to tell you about the power of creating a digital asset, why you need one, and it will literally set you free. If you're trading your time for money, all right, then you know that there's no way of you ever breaking through what you currently do. You have to leverage something. And so if you're an expert, author, coach, consultant, all right, therapist, whatever you do, then your main goal is to monetize your message. All right, and in order to do that, one of the best things you can do is create a digital asset. All right, and so a digital asset, you know, is the #1 asset today. Why? Because it's the most scalable. All right, it has the lowest overhead because it's just your information. All right, and it's the highest profit margin. All right, you compare it to a bricks and mortar business. A bricks and mortar business has these huge overheads. Like, I used to have a restaurant chain. Okay, and you know, the restaurant chain alone, the overheads are just crazy. All right, because you have to, you know, you have to see everyone in the restaurant, you have to pay that lease for the building, you have to buy the product, okay, and then you're making the margin off how many products you sell. So information products are the #1 asset in the world today because #1, easiest to scale. You can scale them online, again, as I always say with Facebook ads, so you can control the message and you can test whether it works or not. If no one downloads it, then you have to make it better, and that is priceless feedback. So don't get disappointed when it doesn't work out or you tried it before. It's just simply like the message isn't right, it's not aligned. All right, you know, it's not a high valued gift right now because people don't want to download it. As simple as that, right? The more value that there is, the more, you know, the more people want it, the more they're going to download that. And so if they download it, then you can build that relationship, and then you can upserve them rather than upsell them, upserve them with something else along the line. So let's go talking about digital assets. All right, I think there's a, you know, the clearer you are with your client, the clearer you are with a niche, the easier this becomes. Okay, and so you must remember these golden rules. For a percentage of people that will consume your stuff for free, a percentage of those people will also pay. All right, because a lot of people think, oh, you know, there's a lot of information. Yes, there's a lot of information out there, but there's also a lot of people out there that have a problem. So the quicker you are to solving someone's problem, the easier this will be. Okay, so as I said, a percentage of people will want to consume it. Why will they want to consume it? And it's based on one system today, which I believe is the absolute game changer. The game changer is that people will pay for you to concise the information so that they can get from point A to B quicker. All right, so today, you know, the fact that there's loads of information out there is not a bad thing. You know, the advantage is there's so much information, people don't know how to find the thing that they want to do. And so they can scroll around the internet day in, day out and still not get the result. And if you can concise it and get them to come through a funnel so that they want to purchase in that moment, you can make a high income today, you know, a massive income. You know, we've done over 7 figures on just one online funnel in less than 7 months. So I want you to know that it really does work, and that's one of the main strategies that we use. Today, you know, any business need an information, you know, education process at the front end of which people will pay for. Again, you need to be driving ads for this process. This is not run through YouTube. It's specifically, you know, I'm not saying YouTube ads don't work, but they are more cost effective, you know, they are more expensive, and they're kind of harder to figure out at first. Okay, so the first step is Facebook ads into some sort of free, into a webinar, and then sell an online program at the end. So it's a 3-step process. Number 1, give something away for free, get them into your funnel, okay, and then into an online training where you're selling the concept of them buying this deeper training. So those are 3 steps, really simple steps. Give something away for free, okay, get them into your, you know, a free webinar of some shape or form where you are, you know, educating them on why they need this deeper training, and then give them this deeper training. So one of the first, I actually filmed one of my first online trainings with this camera right now. Actually, it wasn't my first, but like it was one of my most successful ones. And I was just like this. I went on a cruise with my parents, and you know, it was my mum's what was it, my mum's 70th at the time, and I just filmed it at the back of the boat. and I just picked 7 key areas of life that I wanted to help people with, and I created a Millionaire Mindset program, and I sold that. I started, you know, a Facebook group. I sold that, I think it was about 3 years ago. I created a group. I created about 5,000 people. It was a daily motivational group, and then off the back of that, I sold 1,000 people at £97, so super low entry. About 1,200 people bought it, so it was about 120,000 off the back of that. And at the time, I hadn't even created it. So I sold it, and then I went out and created it. So I recommend, here's one of my best tips. Don't overcomplicate the creation process, all right? Just get something out there and start first, rather than overcomplicating or over planning it or thinking it. So sell something, sell a concept. The first time I'd sold a social media online training, I actually did it at a live event. I asked everyone in the event what would they like to learn. That was about 3.5, 4 years ago. And in the event, you know, because at that time, you know, like social media obviously was present, but at the time we had an agency, we were supplying it for, you know, people that had businesses already. And this was the first time like people were asking me like Facebook ads and this, like this, but these were people that they didn't even have a business yet. And I was like, why would you want to know that if you don't have a business? And they're like, it was becoming, you know, Facebook ads was becoming like this more omnipresent thing where everyone wanted to know about it. And so I sold again my first social media training in a live event just by asking them what did they want to learn from it. And again, I sold it without ever having to create it first, and then I created it off the back of what they were telling me. So one of the best tips, as I said, as always, I create a whole system around it. Okay, how to create your digital asset. Okay, I've got a couple that are coming out soon, like how to make 100,000 in less than 29 days, of which I've already done, so I'm documenting that process. But the biggest thing I could ever give you is to really, truly, you have to get out of your head of what you think you should create and ask your clients what they need to know. From those questions, that's how you truly design a killer digital asset. Like if you just go and find out who your desired client is, what do they want to know, and then you create videos off the back of that, it solves their problem. If it solves their problem, then they will pay for it. All right, that being said, how to turn your ideas into income. All right, so just click that link over there for the next videos, how to turn your ideas into income so that you can get this ball going. All right, so we can keep on moving on to turn your ideas into income. Click that link and I'll see you on the next video.